Julie and Victor, we are very glad that you are back to Greece for a second year in a row. I would like you to start by telling a few things about you. How did your digital nomad journey begin?
Thanks for having us. We have been digital nomads for around two or 3 years now. And it all started with an idea a couple of years ago. I think maybe we're the classic millennial kids who graduated, started a corporate job, and realized that wasn't very funny. So for many years we had this idea, and thought a lot about how we can manage to create another type of lifestyle. And it took a lot of years. For a lot of years it felt like an impossible dream, and then we started with doing a sort of sabbatical year to go and travel, and that's when this idea started, that we realized we knew some stuff that we could actually freelance around and do while we travel. So we started our company in 2020, and we freelance with web development and digital marketing. So that's how
Amazing.
the idea started.
At the same time, you started Julia's Days Off.
Exactly. So that was a hobby project. I started an Instagram account because I really wanted to have as a creative hobby. So it was never a plan to that it would grow as it has today. So I just wanted a platform where I could stay creative, and when we started traveling more, I assume people found that sort of lifestyle interesting. So it grew, and today it's a travel blog and travel Instagram page that I share travel tips and what we do along the way, and
inspire other nomads. And,
exactly. We try to share tips and tricks.
Work remotely.
Yes, exactly.
Amazing. So overall, how does Greece compare to other locations you've been to as digital nomads? How do you find Greece?
Yeah, it's since we're back, I guess we find it very nice. It's a lovely country, and it's I don't know, like all of you guys have spoken before. I don't know what the Greek part, but the English part was like, it's the culture, it's the weather and the climate, and it's reasonable, like cheap. It's if you compare to Europe, so it's it's lovely, and the food, of course. I guess you can go here just to eat.
Okay. And then it's also all the practical parts. We talked a lot about that.
Yeah.
Like we have traveled to a lot of places and worked from a lot of places, but staying in Europe it's convenient because we know that we are allowed to be here. We don't need to apply for a visa or anything. Our phones work everywhere. We know that there is a reliable Wi-Fi, maybe not everywhere then, but we know that compared to other places we've been to, it's very good for us. We know that we can rely on the standards here.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. So we talked before about the importance of facilities, of infrastructure like reliable internet, co-working spaces. So how has Greece, you've already been to Athens, Paros, and now Crete, how has it performed in these areas?
Yeah, it's like the Wi-Fi, like in Athens, there was no problem at all, and I guess like that, like all you need, you will be able to find it in Athens, and here in Chania it was like probably the same. It's the only thing I can think of is like, if we would stay longer, I would need to have help to find like cheap accommodation, because it's it can be a struggle to find some place that is actually sustainable over a longer time.
Of course.
So that would be like, maybe the only thing. It's
Yep.
Yeah,
Great.
sometimes it feels like when you are traveling, I heard even the Greek parts before that you talked a lot about co-living places and stuff like that, and sometimes it feels like people maybe think that digital nomads are made out of money, which we are not. And so you can't really stay at the maybe normal hotels all the time because they're usually a bit more expensive. So it would be to find like a sustainable way to live, like maybe a long-term apartment or something like that. So that's usually maybe the hardest part to find.
Okay. Noted. So let's go to local culture. Part of the allure for many digital nomads is the ability to immerse in local culture and explore new destinations. So I want you to tell me your favorite experiences so far in Greece and that you think other digital nomads shouldn't miss.
Interacting with the locals is probably what's been the best part about being a digital nomad in Greece. And digital nomads we're somewhere in between a tourist and a local. And I'm not going to say that I'm a local. I'm not going to push it that far. But we're not like the normal tourists who are here for a week and see all the spots and then leave. We want to have something else. We want to get to know the place and hopefully be a part of the local community for a couple of months. So that's really important for us, and I think I can speak for many digital nomads when I say that. But all the best experiences we had here is when we interacted with nomads, so with locals. And I think in Athens it was we did a food tour and a street art tour, which was really incredible. Then we could have some alone time with locals and ask them all the questions we had. And then we also
when we got our Greek mom in a restaurant. It was one of my best memories from Athens last year.
Yeah, we went to a restaurant like 10 times during 1 week or something.
Not really.
You really liked the food and the people.
Yeah, we did. So then we got a Greek mom. She called herself that. So that was nice.
Yeah.
And then we haven't experienced a lot of stuff in Crete yet, but we are sure that it's going to be the same here. Like all the experiences with local is going to be the best ones.
Yes. So Crete is famous for the culture, the landscapes, the activities, the gastronomy, of course, the food. So I'm sure you have a lot on your list to do, but I think we should maybe first look at what our audience has to recommend while you stay here. So I see here wineries. We have a wine tasting on the schedule.
Yeah.
Already planned?
Already planned. Check.
So we have village hopping, which is definitely on the plan. Tabakaria, yeah. So it's nearby here. It's a neighborhood in Chania, which we saw also in the video before.
Okay.
So definitely noted. Mountain and gorges, like you're going to do the summer yogurts. Is that
yes,
right?
we are. We heard that it's one of the best activities on the island.
Perfect. Olive oil meal, cheese and local dairy products.
Okay.
Cheese tasting?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Perfect then. Do you have anything else that you wish to do while here in Chania?
Well, we, like always when we plan to visit a country or an island, we do a lot of research, so we don't miss any of the important places. So we have already been to the famous beaches here, Elafonisi and Palos, and we also have the Samaria Gorge planned, wine tasting, olive oil tasting. We're going to go to Sfakia, if I pronounce that correct.
Perfect.
Do a boat tour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go to this remote city. Lutru.
Lutro
Yeah.
and Marmara.
Yes. So yeah, it's going to be really nice to experience the whole island. I've actually been to Crete a couple of times as a kid with my family, but that was a classic. We were here for 1 week and visited one place, and then went home. So I haven't really experienced the island. So I'm really impressed by everything you can do here, and I think it's a perfect island to.
You'll see it needs a lot of time to explore.
Exactly. We'll be here for 3 weeks now, but we will only see like 1/4 of the island or something. So we definitely need to come back.
And we realized the island is quite big. So.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's thank our audience for the tips. I have them here, so you can take them with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And study at home.
We will, of course.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you
you.
for having us.